welcome back to Bloom Pilates. My name is Amy and I'll be your instructor today. Today I'm joined by the lovely Hannah and Emma, and we're going to be doing a strength flow Pilates class for you today. So you don't need any equipment, just yourself and your mat. If you're new to Pilates or a complete beginner, Hannah is the person to follow, and she's going to be doing all of the modified versions for us today. Right, with saying that, we're going to get straight into it. So coming to the edge of your mat, making sure your feet are about hip distance apart, knees nice and relaxed. We're going to exhale, roll our chin to our chest, rounding through the spine, upper back, mid back, lower back. Inhale, hold, and then exhale, slow and controlled, rolling all the way back up to standing. And we repeat, inhale, exhale, chin to chest, rolling down, upper back, mid back, lower back. Inhale, hold, and exhale, slow and controlled, rolling all the way back to standing. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, rolling down, upper back, mid back, lower back. We're going to exhale, start to walk our hands out into downward facing dog. If you want to do a little bit more of a beginner version, you're just going to bend your knees slightly. From there, we're going to start to pedal through the feet, just creating a little bit of warmth through the backs of our legs. And then we're going to press both heels down into the mat. We're going to lift them up and lower down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, we're going to come down onto our hands and knees. We're going to exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest, and inhale, arch. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale, round. Inhale. Last one. Exhale, round. And inhale. And from there, we're just going to open those knees nice and wide, pressing back into our rest position. Holding it here for a few deep breaths. We breathe in through our nose and exhaling out through the mouth. Inhale and exhale. Last breath, inhale and exhale. From there, we're going to come all the way back up onto our hands and our knees. We're going to come into some ab work now. So we're going to flex our toes, spread your fingertips out, scooping the belly button in towards the spine. You really want to make sure that you're tucking that tailbone under, so imagining that tray of gin and tonic resting on your lower back. Flexing those toes, we inhale to prepare. We exhale, hover your knees just off of the floor. Inhale, tap them down. Exhale, hover your knees just off of the floor. Inhale, tapping them down. 3 more. Exhale, hover. Inhale, tap. Exhale, hover. Inhale, tap. Last one, we exhale, hover. We hold it there. We're going to step the left leg out, step the right leg out. Bring the left leg back in, step the right leg back in, and tap down. We repeat, we exhale, hover. Right, left, and tap. Exhale, lift. Left, right, tap and lift. Right, left, tap and lift. Thinking of that capital Y position within the torso, scooping that belly button in towards the spine. Tap and lift. Last one, right, left. We hold it here. We hollow out the stomach even more, press those heels down as if you're pressing them into an imaginary wall. We hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and walk those knees back in, relaxing down. Take a second, just roll those wrists out just because it is quite intense on the wrists and the shoulders. So for your modified version, following Hannah now, you're going to come onto your hands and knees, and instead of coming into full plank, you're just going to lift that left leg up, tap it down, so staying on your hands and knees. Full version, we're going to come into our full plank, so following Em and I, we're going to come into leg lifts in plank position or front support. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale, if you're following me, we're going to lift those knees. We're going to step right leg back, step left leg back. We scoop the belly button in. Everybody's going to lift that left leg up, tap it down. 2, and tap. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From there, we're going to drop the right knee down. We're going to swivel round onto our side. So modified version, you're going to come down onto your forearm. Repeat everything, just staying down on that hip. Full variation, we're on our knee and we're reaching to the side. We're going to bring that top hand behind your head. Bracing those abdominal muscles, imagine that you're pressing up against an imaginary wall. From there, we exhale, lift your leg. Inhale, tap to come down. 2, and tap. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We hold it there. We're going to flex that foot forward. Bring it forward without moving your torso. Point the foot to come back to center. Exhale, 2. Inhale back, making sure to lift up out of that supporting shoulder. 3. Inhale back. 4. Inhale. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bringing that foot down onto the mat. So modified version, so you can either choose to come up onto your arm or stay down on your forearm, but modified version, you're going to lift up and then tap the hip down, or if you want to come up onto your hand, you're going to lift up and tap down. Otherwise, full variation, we're going to come into full plank. So maybe, Em, would you like to do the medium version, the intermediate for us? Then hands going to come down onto forearm, and if you want to do the full version with me, we're going to come into full side plank. So getting into your position, we're going to exhale, lift up into side plank, and we inhale, tap the hip down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. 3, 4, and 5. We hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming all the way down. Let's just come into mermaid stretch. So we're going to bring one leg forward, one leg back, and just reach up and over to the side. Sideline work's not my fave, but it's really good for the obliques. And we're going to roll forward and lift, and then reaching to the side, rolling forward and lift. And one last time, rolling forward and lift. Good news and bad news is we've done the one side. Bad news is we've got to repeat to the other side. So we're going to come back up onto our hands and knees. Let's just come into a few cat stretches just to release any tension in your upper back. So we exhale round through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale. Inhale. One more time, exhale. Inhale. We're going to tuck the tailbone under, lifting up out of those shoulders, out of those hips. We exhale, hover our knees just off of the mat. And inhale, tap them down. Exhale, hover. Inhale, tap. Exhale, hover. Inhale, tap. Two more. Exhale, hover. Inhale, tap. Last one, we hold it up, we come into our mountain climbers. We take the right leg back, left leg back, right leg in, left leg in, tap, lift, left, right, tap. Right, left, tap. Up, left, right, tap. Up and right, left. We hold it here in that plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk in and tap. So again, modified version, you're just going to come onto your hands and knees, and we're going to lift that right leg up and down. Full variation, we're coming into our plank. So we scoop the belly button in, we flex the toes, we exhale, hover the knees. We go right leg, left leg, we hold, and we lift right leg up and tap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We come in and down. So again, for modified version, you're going to come onto your forearm and coming just onto that left side now. Full version, we're going to come all the way up onto our knee. Reach that arm down and bring your top hand behind your head. From there, we scoop the belly button in towards your spine. Imagine that you're up against an imaginary wall. And from there, we're going to exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. 2, and tap. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Holding it there, we flex the foot forward. Inhale, point back. 2, and back. 3, back. 4, and back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Beautiful, everybody. Good. And 10. And we bring that leg down. So remember, following M for the intermediate version, you're going to come up onto your arm. Following hand for the beginner version, you're staying on your forearm. And then following me for that full advanced version, coming into side plank. We inhale, dip down. Exhale, lift. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Holding it here, lift up out of that supporting shoulder. We hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower down. Bring one leg forward, bring the other leg back. We're going to exhale, reach up and over, come into a little body roll, and lift. Exhale, 2. And last one, 3. From there, just giving your shoulders a little bit of a roll out. And we're actually going to come to lying down onto our mat. So just finding your space, come all the way down, making sure that your legs are parallel and you've got about a fist space between your knees and your ankles. So modified version, you're going to keep your legs down on the floor, so following hand. Full version, we're going to bring our legs into tabletop. So making sure to press that blueberry-sized gap down into the mat. We're going to interlace our hands behind our head, opening those elbows out to the side. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, lifting your head and chest, scooping that belly button towards the spine. Inhale, try and lift a little higher. And exhale, release all the way down. So trying not to drop my tray of gin and tonic, resting on those shins. Inhale. Exhale, lifting your head and chest. Inhale, hold. And exhale, release all the way back down. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. And exhale, release. Last one for me. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. And exhale, release. So what makes Pilates really challenging is making sure that we're doing everything as slow and controlled as possible. So we're now going to extend the left leg out and then bring it back in. So if you're doing modified version, you're just keeping that right leg pressed into the mat. So we're lifting that left leg up to tabletop. We're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, lifting your head and chest, pressing that breastbone down. We're going to inhale, extend 1. Bring it in 2. Hold 3. Lower 4. We lift 1. Extend 2. In 3. Lower 4. Lift 1. Extend 2. In 3. Lower 4, 2 more, lift 1, extend 2, in 3, lower 4, last one, we lift 1, 2, in 3, lower 4, beautiful everybody. We're going to repeat those ab crunches again. So if you're doing modified version, bringing that leg down, keeping both feet pressed into the mat. We inhale to prepare, scooping that belly button down towards the spine. We exhale, lift your head and chest, press that breastbone down as much as possible, keeping those elbows nice and open. And then exhale, release all the way down. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. And exhale, release. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold, and exhale, release. Last one, inhale, exhale, lift, inhale, hold, and exhale, release. We're now going to add that right leg to the movement. So if you're doing modified version, bring that right leg up to tabletop. We brace those abdominal muscles. We scoop the belly button down towards the spine. We're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, lifting your head and chest. Inhale, extend, exhale back, and release all the way down. We lift 1, 2, in 3, lower 4, lift 1, 2, in 3, lower 4, 2 more, we lift 1, 2, in 3, lower 4, lift 1, 2, in 3, lower 4, and just hug those knees in toward your chest. Little rocks, side to side. Hopefully you're feeling those upper to mid abs starting to activate. Right, we're going to add onto that a little bit. So again, if you're doing modified version, you're keeping your feet pressed into the mat, making sure they're parallel, and you've got about a fist space between your ankles and your knees. Otherwise, we're going to come up into tabletop if we're doing the more intermediate variation, making sure that we're squishing the blueberry down into the mat. We're going to inhale, interlace our hands behind our head, and we're going to exhale, lift your head and chest, keeping your hips as still as possible. Inhale, rotate away from me. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, rotate towards me. Exhale, come back to center, and then release all the way down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, rotate away. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale towards me. Exhale, back to center, and release. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Make sure that breastbone's pressing down. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, back to center, and release all the way down. So we're now going to add our legs to the movement. So we're going to do one leg at a time now. So we'll do the left leg, and we're going to rotate towards the right knee. So we inhale to prepare. So if you're doing modified version, lifting that left leg. Sorry, if you're doing modified version, you're going to lift the left leg up, and you're going to rotate towards that right knee that's pressed into the mat. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale, lifting your head and chest. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, back to center, lifting up. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, back to center. So we're going the same way. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, back to center. Same side. Exhale, back to center. 3 more. And in. 2. In. Last 1. And in, holding it up. Exhale, release all the way down. Changing sides. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, lifting your head and chest. We inhale, rotate. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, back to center. 3, and in. 2, and in. Last 1, and in. Release all the way down. We're now going to come into our full crisscross. So if you're doing the modified version, you're just going to cross and keep 1 foot down on the floor. Full variation, we're going to extend those legs, come into our crisscross or bicycle. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift your head and chest. We rotate to the right, back to center, nice and slow. Left and center. Right, center, left, center. 4 more, and in. 3, 2, last 1. Holding it there, lifting your head and chest a little higher. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Hugging those knees in towards your chest. Little rocks, side to side. So again, hopefully feeling those upper to mid abs activating. You still okay? Yeah. Everybody at home still good? Feeling the burn. Right, we're going to come into our reverse crunch now, and hopefully we'll go into our rollover. So everybody bringing your feet down onto the mat for me, just having your hands sliding down towards your heels. We're going to come into our pelvic tilts. So we're going to inhale, tilt the pelvis towards you, squish that blueberry sized gap, and then exhale, release back to neutral. Inhale, tilt. And exhale, release. Inhale, tilt. Exhale, release. So I want you to think about that movement, that tilting of the pelvis and then releasing. That's where our reverse crunch comes from. So modified version, we're going to bring our legs up to tabletop, and we're going to think of that tilt and release. Just keeping those legs in tabletop, tilt and release. Full version, we're going to inhale, extend the legs out, And straight legs, we're going to exhale, tilt, just coming up a little bit into reverse crunch. Bring those legs back to tabletop. We extend and tuck and down. Extend, tuck, and down. Now everybody's going to do that extension with the legs. So we inhale, extend, exhale, tuck, and down. Inhale, extend, exhale, lift, and lower. Try and keep those legs nice and straight as we tuck and lower. So beginner version, stick with that if you're feeling good. Intermediate version, Em's going to do it for me. We're going to extend the legs. You're going to lift and bring your hands behind your lower back. Flex your feet. Open your legs. Slow and controlled. Rolling all the way down and then circling those legs in. Happy with that, Em? Han, you okay to do the beginner version for everybody? So we extend the legs. You're going to lift and come down, bend to tabletop. Extend, lift, and bend. And if you want to do the full version with me, we're going to try and keep our hands pressed into the mat as we go into our rollover. Take your time. Make sure that you don't roll onto your neck. So you want to keep those abdominal muscles nice and contracted. So if you're doing beginner version, you're just going to continue those reverse crunches with Han as many times as you can as Em and I go into our rollovers. We're going to do 3 full rollovers now. So we inhale to prepare. Extend those legs to 45. Exhale, using your breath to come into rollover. Flex those feet. Open your legs. Slow and controlled. Rolling down, upper back, mid back, lower back. Circle the legs around. Bend back to tabletop. Inhale, extend. Exhale. So taking your time as we roll over, flexing the feet, open, and slow and controlled, rolling all the way down. One last time. We inhale, extend. Exhale. Remember, you're trying not to roll onto your neck, so you're rolling onto your shoulder blades. Open your legs, slow and controlled. Upper back, mid back, lower back, and then everybody just hug those knees in towards your chest. Little rocks, side to side. Well done, everyone. I don't think we've done a rollover yet. So first day doing the rollovers. From there, we're going to extend the legs out. So if you're doing beginner version, you're keeping your legs bendy stretched, so they're not quite bent and they're not quite stretched. They're somewhere in between so that you can use your thighs to help you. Use your hands to pull into your thighs. Full variation, we're going to reach our legs out, reach those arms next to our ears. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, chin to chest. We roll up, upper back, mid back, lower back, reaching up and over that imaginary barrel. Coming back to a seated position, we inhale to prepare. Exhale, rolling down, lower back, mid back, upper back. Inhale, exhale. I know it sounds silly, but the more you use your breath, the easier the movement, reaching up and over, coming back to that seated position. One last time, inhale. Exhale, rolling down, lower back, mid back, upper back. Inhale and exhale. Reaching up and over, flexing your toes, trying to get your nose down towards your knees, just stretching out those hamstrings. Taking a nice deep inhale through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. From there, coming up onto our hands and knees. Coming into our cat stretch, we're going to exhale round through the spine, chin to chest, and inhale, arch. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, arch. One last time, exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, arch. We're going to flex our toes, push back into downward facing dog.
Holding it here for a few seconds, hopefully feeling a little bit of a difference in the backs of those legs, maybe feeling a bit warmer. And from there, we're going to start to pedal through the feet. Nice and slow and controlled. When you're ready, start to walk those feet forward. Walk your hands back, relaxing your knees, chin to chest, rolling up, lower back, mid back, upper back, pressing your palms together, little upper back bend, and exhale, release. And we are finished. Well done, everybody. That was a really good strength Pilates flow today. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to comment, like, and maybe think about subscribing if you'd like to join us for more of these videos. And we'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.